guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be cooking some nice fried fish with homemade hush puppies and a homemade tartar sauce. Today is Friday, it's Fish Friday, so let's jump into this video and I'll show you what I'm cooking. Alright guys, so here's what I'm going to be using for this. This is some mahi-mahi. You may have heard it referred to as dolphin fish. This is a nice clean tasting fish. I enjoy it every chance I get to cook it. And I'm also going to be using some vegetable oil. This will be for the hush puppies. And I'm also going to be using some buttermilk. This is whole buttermilk. This is for the hush puppies also. Some black pepper. My Uncle Steve shake, the spicy herb. Some seasoning salt. 1 large egg. This is some chopped onions. This is some self-rising yellow cornmeal, all-purpose flour, and sugar. Some Duke's mayonnaise and some Sweet Relish for my tartar sauce. Now, I'll have all of this in the description of the video and how much I used. Okay, so I just want to get my fish seasoned down on both sides, and then I'll set that aside until I'm ready to fry it. I'm going to be frying my hush puppies first. So all I'm going to do is just come in and season this with all of my seasonings and flip it over, season the other side. And I want to season this pretty good because I'm not going to be using like a batter or any kind of seasoned breading. So I just want to make sure that this is well seasoned. I'll just flip it and then I'll season the other side. And after I'm done with that, then I'll move on to mixing my hush puppies. Okay guys, so what I'm doing now is adding my onions. Forget to hit record again, but I'm adding half of the onions and 1 egg. And to that bowl I have my all-purpose flour, cornmeal, and sugar. The exact measurements will be in the description. And I just added my peanut oil to this. So now I'm going to come in and just going to give this just a little stir. After I've done that, then I'm going to come in and I'm going to add about half of the buttermilk just to see the consistency that I have first. Alright, so I'm going to just give that another mix. You can see that this is still dry, so I'm definitely going to need the rest of that buttermilk. So I'll just go ahead and get the rest of that added in. And then that should give me the consistency that I want. And I can set that aside, mix it, set it aside, and get my oil heated up. Alright, so this looks perfect. So I'm just going to set that aside, get my oil heated up, and then I can start dropping these in. Alright guys, so I got my grease heat now, and I'm going to come in and start dropping these. Now for me, they don't have to be perfectly round. You could use a ice cream scoop if you would like, but I just use a spoon and just scoop them a little at a time. And this batter should give you anywhere from a dozen to maybe 15 or 16. And This fryer was large enough for me to drop all of these in at once. Alright, so I'm just going to get all of these dropped in and then I'll come back. Okay, so I have all of them in now and I'm just going to come in with my tongs. Excuse my hand with all of the flour. But I'm just going to come in and just kind of move these around. And as you move them, they'll start floating to the top. And they're going to cook fairly quickly, so you want to watch them. You want to just get them a nice golden brown, but don't want to have them too dark. Well, I don't like having them too dark, I should say. You can see they're getting a nice golden brown color on them. You can just kind of flip them over. You want to make sure that all of them are kind of sitting on the top and not still submerged. Alright, so I'm going to give these a little bit longer before I take them out, and I'll drain them on some paper towels, and then I'll start frying my fish. Alright, so I'm going to just lift this basket to see how these look, and they're starting to look really good. I'm going to let them go just a little bit longer, get just a little bit browner, and then I'm going to take these out and let these drain off. Alright, you can see the color on these have changed now. This is the perfect color that I like for my hush puppies to look. Nice golden brown hush puppies. So I'm just going to come in with my bowl with my paper towels in it. And I'll just dump these. Get these drained and set aside. And then I'll come in and drop my fish into this. Alright guys, so now I'm going to come in and start dropping my fish in this. I fried my hush puppies on 325 degrees because I didn't want to get too much color on them so fast. And after I got those out, then I turned the temperature to 325 to fry my fish in. And the coating on my fish is 1 cup of cornmeal, yellow cornmeal, and 1 cup of all-purpose flour. So I'm just going to get all of these dropped in. And then I'll come back and I'll give them a check. I just want to fry these until they're nice and golden brown. And then our meal will be done. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes now. And I'm just going to bring my basket up to see how these look. They have getting a nice color on them. I just want to move them around, make sure that everything is cooking evenly. And I'm going to let these cook for about 5 more minutes, so about 10 minutes total frying time. Fish doesn't take long to cook, guys, so definitely don't want to overcook these and dry them out or anything. Alright, once they start floating like this, then you know that they are pretty much done. See, these have a nice color on it, nice crust on them. So I'm just going to let these just drain right here in the basket before I transfer them to my plate for the final setting. Alright guys, here is the final plating. I'll have the tartar sauce ingredients in the description of the video. Sorry I didn't record that part. But our hush puppies and our fish turned out great. If you like this video guys, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And until next time, guys, peace.